Well, hello, church, and thank you so much for joining us again for the Daily Dose. My name is Spencer Osborn, and I have the privilege of being the high school pastor out at the Fallbrook campus. And along with that role in student ministries comes a lot of different camping trips and weekend retreats throughout the year. And as much as I enjoy these camping trips, I would never consider myself to be any sort of camping expert by any stretch of the imagination. However, I have enough experience to know there are certain pieces of equipment that are going to be a lot more necessary than others. And one of those is a headlamp. Headlamps tend to always come in handy if I'm trying to find something in the dark or if I'm trying to navigate or walk somewhere in the dark. It's always useful to be able to have this so that I'm still hands-free. But it's always when you need a piece of equipment like this the most that it tends to fail you. It completely dies or runs out of battery. And it reminds me of the hope that we have in a light that never goes out. And that is God's word. In fact, in Psalm 119, verse 105, the psalmist has this to say. He says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path." And he goes on to say, "I have taken an oath and confirmed it, that I will follow your righteous laws. I have suffered much. I preserve my life, O Lord, according to your word. Accept, O Lord, the willing praise of my mouth, and teach me your laws. Though I constantly take my life in my hands, I will not forget your law. The wicked have set a snare for me, but I have not strayed from your precepts. Your statutes are my heritage forever. They are the joy of my heart. My heart is set on keeping your decrees to the very end." Now, we see here the psalmist in Psalm 119. He's celebrating the eternal truth and reliability of God's word, calling it a lamp unto his feet. But this is nothing like the modern flashlights or lamps or headlights that we have on cars today that are capable of turning the night into daylight and exposing or revealing the road ahead of us. That's what we think of when we think of lights, but the psalmist here is referring to an oil lamp. And an oil lamp during the time in which the psalm was written would give a traveler, if you're traveling or walking at night, it would give you just enough light to be able to illuminate the next step that you have to take. So it's just enough to illuminate the step that I need to take next, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. You see, knowing God's word, it doesn't make us, God, suddenly knowledgeable of all the roads ahead, of all the different paths ahead in life. But what it does do is it reveals the love, the faithfulness, and the power of the God that we depend on. It teaches an obedience that gives us confidence to walk with God, even on dark pathways. You see, in this digital age, instant information makes daily tasks so much easier. Google can show us the fastest route for a trip, or you can go on YouTube and learn to do just about anything. But only God's word can lead us in the paths that God approves and chooses for us. So don't neglect God's word today. Don't neglect the lamp unto your feet. And don't try to navigate a dark world without a lamp.